What happens when two rivals start looking more alike than ever? That's exactly the question people are asking after Samsung's upcoming One UI 8.5 update leaked online. For years, Samsung and Apple have competed not just in hardware, but in software design, each trying to give its phones a distinct personality. But with One UI 8.5, Samsung seems to be taking a page straight out of Apple's latest playbook, iOS 26 and its flashy liquid glass design. So what's changing? According to leaked screenshots shared by Ice Universe, Samsung is about to bring back something we haven't seen in a while: 3D icons. For the last few years, One UI has stuck to a flatter, simpler design. Now, Samsung is reintroducing depth with drop shadows, floating effects, and glossy-looking icons. Even third-party apps like YouTube and Google Play Store reportedly get the 3D treatment, making the whole home screen look like it's layered above the wallpaper. It's impossible not to notice how similar this feels to Apple's new design direction. iOS 26's liquid glass look also emphasizes depth and shadow, giving apps that glassy, floating style. But here's the twist: this isn't the first time Samsung has gone down this road. If you go back nearly a decade, the old TouchWiz interface on phones like the Galaxy S6 also had 3D-style icons with shadows. So in a way, Samsung isn't just borrowing from Apple, it's revisiting its own past and giving it a modern polish, of course. A big question comes with this kind of visual redesign: how does it affect performance and battery life? Early testers of One UI 8.5 builds have reported that rendering all these 3D effects puts extra strain on the hardware, which could drain the battery faster. That's not unusual for early versions of software, and Samsung might optimize it before the final release, but it does raise concerns. After all, flashy icons aren't worth much if they come at the expense of screen-on time, and here's where opinions split. Some people love big redesigns because they make their phone feel new again without buying new hardware. Others think the 3D comeback is more style than substance. After years of minimal, flat design dominating both iOS and Android, is this shift toward depth and gloss really progress, or is it just nostalgia wrapped in new software? It's also worth mentioning that Google, with Android 16's Material You expressive update, is going in a very different direction. Instead of trying to mimic glass or depth, Google is doubling down on personalization, color theming, and clean visuals. That contrast makes Samsung's and Apple's choices stand out even more. Almost like the two giants are moving in lockstep while Google tries to carve its own lane. So here's the bottom line: